An African American/Black Resource Guide. Chapter 1. African American/Black Job and Business Guide. Black Trade Organizations. abel.com, African American Business Link. abpsi.org, Association of Black Psychologists. bcwnetwork.com, Black Career Women's Network. blackcollegian.com, Black Collegian Online. bignet.org, Blacks in Government. naacp.org, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. nbmbaa.org, National Black MBA Association. nsbe.org, National Society of Black Engineers. nulljobsnetwork.com, Urban League Jobs Network. blackperspective.com, the Black Perspective online Black architecture/design organizations. noma.net, National Organization of Minority Architects. obd.org, Organization of Black Designers. nabob.org, National Association of Black-Owned Broadcasters. obswriter.com, Organization of Black Screenwriters. nobinc.org, National Association of Black Accountants. nbmbaa.org, National Black MBA Association Inc. ncnw.org, National Council of Negro Women. 100blackmen.org, 100 Black Men of America. nabsw.org, National Association of Black Social Workers. Charles R. Drew Medical Society.org, Charles R. Drew Medical Society. chietafi.com, Chi Phi Sorority, Nursing. nbna.org, National Black Nurses Association. nmna.org, National Medical Association. ndaonline.org, National Dental Association. bignet.org, Blacks in Government. noblenatl.org, the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives. nabcj.org, National Association of Blacks in Criminal Justice. nationalbar.org, National Bar Association. blackprosecutors.org, the National Black Prosecutors Association. ncbl.org, National Conference of Black Lawyers. abpsi.org, the Association of Black Psychologists. African American Business/Black Job Websites. 1. blackcollegian.com. blackperspective.com. National Black MBA Association, nbmbaa.org. urbanleaguejobsnetwork.com. eop.com. black-collegian.com. imdiversity.com. bcw.org/welcome.html, Black Career Women. blackcollegian.com, Black Collegian Online. blackenterprise.com/careers, blackenterprise.com. blackpagesusa.com, blackpagesusa. blackworld.com/careers.htm, Blackworld Career Center. diversityemployers.com. Career and Self-Development magazine targeted to recent college graduates as well as more experienced job seekers and professionals who seek information on careers. blackperspective.com. Job, career, and business information for African Americans, dedicated to promoting diversity and inclusion in employment and education. Black Collegian Online. blackcollegian.com. blacke.o.ejournal. blackeoejournal.com. Diversity Search. diversityzarch.com. hbcucareercenter.com. jobs.hbcuconnect.com. NAT. Association of African Americans in Human Resources. naahr.org. African American Business/Black Job Websites. 2. a-aba.com, African American Business Alliance. aapci.org, African American Planning Commission. aoc.com, African American Web Connection, churches, businesses, etc. africanamericancareers.com. africanamericanjobs.org. africanamericanjobsite.com. africanmarketplace.org, afrinet.net, afrom.org, African American newspapers, afronet.com, Afronet, bcw.org, Black Career Women, bdpa.org, Black Data Processing Associates, bet.com, African American Life, bet.com/careers, bignet.org, Blacks in Government, bignet.org, Blacks in Government, black-biz-net.com, the Black Business Network, blackbusiness.com, list of black businesses, blackcareerzone.com, black-collegian.com, the Black Collegian, the career site for African American students, black-collegian.com/job/jobsearch.html, blackenterprise.com, blackenterprise.com/career/career.asp, blackenterprise.com/careerstab.asp, blackeoejournal.com, blackeoejournal.com/job-search, blackmuseums.org/careers/listings.htm, blackpagesusa.com, Blackpages USA, blackperspective.com. The Black Perspective is a free electronic magazine featuring job, career, and business information for African Americans. blackperspective.com/pages/careers.html, blackpgs.com, blackplanet.com/job/view.html, lifepieces.org, provides African American males living in low-income and public housing with opportunities to discover their ability to change challenges into possibilities. blackrefer.com, blackstudents.com, Black scholarships, internships, jobs, blackvoices.com, blackvoices.com/career, blackvoices.com/career, Black Voices Career Center, blackwebportal.com, boards.blackvoices.com, bpnetwork.com, meeting place for Black professionals to network, find jobs, membership fee, career.vt.edu/diversity/African American Resources-online.htm, diversitycareers.com, diversityemployers.com, diversityjobresource.com, diversityworking.com, diversityworking.com/community channels/African American, dmoz-odp.org/shopping/ethnic_and/north_American/African_American, edwardjones.com, building black wealth, empowerme.org, empower me, African American professional and business women, eop.com/aacw.html, African American Career World, eop.com/aacw.html, African American Career World, equalitymagazines.com, gaytech.edu/bxa/blackpages.html, the Universal Black Pages, hbcucareercenter.com, imdiversity.com, imdiversity.com/village/African/village_African_American.asp, lacostentorians.org/blackribbon.htm, Black Firefighters, Los Angeles, lib.lsu.edu/lib/chem/display/faces.html, African Americans in Science, livecareer.com/African-American_career_resources.html, mbaseeker.com/blackmba, mbda.gov, Minority Business Development Agency, minorityprofessionalnetwork.com, multiculturaladvantage.com, multiculturaladvantage.com/datebook/career-fair, naahr.org, National Association of African Americans in Human Resources, naacp.org, NAACP, naacpcareerfair.com/index.html, NAACP Diversity Career Fair, Regional Diversity Career Fairs, naacpjobfair.com, Association for the Advancement of Colored People, naacpjobfair.com, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. NABAINC.org, National Association of Black Accountants. National Society of Black Engineers. NBMBAA.org, National Black MBA Association. NewSavannah.com/meanderings, Meanderings, an African American journal of politics, art, and culture. NSBE.org, National Society of Black Engineers. NUL.org, National Urban League, social service organization for African Americans, Job Bank. ProUmagazine.com, Black journalist. SuccessGuide.com. TBWT.com, Black World Today. TheBlackMarket.com. TheBlackScholar.org. UNCF.org, United Negro College Fund. UrbanLeagueJobsNetwork.com. WCACC.org/diversity. WorkplaceDiversity.com. African American/Black Resource Guide. African American Chamber of Commerce/East Bay. Jack London Village. Number 206. Oakland, California 94607-3715. 510-835-1306. African American Chamber of Commerce of Philadelphia. 12 South 12th Street. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19107. 215-925-8510. American Association of Black Women Entrepreneurs. POB 13858. Silver Spring, Maryland 20911. 301-585-8051. Nonprofit helping organization with $100 annual fee. Association of Black Women Entrepreneurs. POB 4936. Los Angeles, California 90049. 213-624-8639. Resources, newsletter. Baynet. 1900 Powell Street. Number 200. Emeryville, CA 946608. 510-450-1055. Regional Black Professional Group. Black Business Listings. 436 14th Street. Oakland, CA. 510-839-0690. Fax 510-839-0565. Listing of Oakland area African American businesses. Black Collegian. 140 Carondelet Street. New Orleans, Louisiana 70130. 504-821-5694. Black-Collegian.com. Quarterly Magazine. Black Collegian. 1240 South Broad Avenue. New Orleans, Louisiana 70125. 504-821-5694. Black-Collegian.com/jobsg.html. Minorities-jb.com. Quarterly, for Black folk. Black Engineer. Black Professional. Hispanic Engineer. 729 East Pratt Street. Number 504. Baltimore, Maryland 21202. 410-244-7101. ccgmag.com. Magazine publisher plus service for engineering jobs. Black Enterprise Magazine. 295 Madison Avenue. NYC 10017. 212-889-8820. Business Magazine. Black Human Resources Network. 1900 L St. N.W. Number 500. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-775-1669. Dallas Black Chamber of Commerce. 2838 Martin Luther King, Jr. Boulevard. Dallas, Texas 75215. 414-5200. Fax, 214-421-5510. East Dallas Black Chamber of Commerce. 718 North Buckner Boulevard. Number 332. Dallas, Texas, 75218-2720. 214-321-6446. Fort Worth Black Chamber of Commerce. 3607 South Rosedale. Fort Worth, Texas, 76105. 817-531-8510. Greater Birmingham Black Chamber of Commerce. 800-962-6453. 205-458-8000. Greater Los Angeles African American Chamber of Commerce. 3910 West Martin Luther King, Jr. Boulevard. 213-292-1297. Fax 213-292-1451. Greater Los Angeles Black Directory. 12333 1/2A Washington Boulevard. Los Angeles, California 90066. 718-638-9675. Directory of African American owned businesses in Greater Los Angeles area. Greater Mobile Area Directory of minority owned businesses. University of South Alabama. Small Business Development Center. Mobile AL. 334-460-6004. Indianapolis Black Chamber of Commerce. 3145 North Meridian Street. Number 240. Indianapolis, Indiana 46208. 317-925-0533. Fax 317-925-0568. blackchamber.org. Minority Business News. 11333 North Central Expressway. Number 201. Dallas. 214-369-3200. Montgomery Black Chamber of Commerce. 3480 Eastern Boulevard. Montgomery, Alabama 36116. 334-271-1555. National Association of Black Accountants. 220 I St. Annie. Number 150. Washington, D.C. 20002. 202-546-6222. National Association of Black and Minority Chambers of Commerce. 654 13th Street. Oakland, California 94612-1241. 415-451-9231. National Association of Black Manufacturers. 1910 K St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20006. 202-785-5133. Membership Organization. National Association of Black Women Attorneys. 3711 Macomb Street Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20016. 202-966-9691. National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women's Clubs. 1806 New Hampshire Avenue. Washington, D.C. 20009. 202-483-4206. National Black MBA Association. 180 North Michigan Avenue. Number 1515. Chicago, Illinois 60601. 312-236-2622. National Black Nurses Association. 1012 10th Street Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20001. 202-393-6870. National Business League. 4324 Georgia Avenue. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20011. 202-829-5900. Promotes black business interests. National Coalition of Black Meeting Planners. 8630 Fenton Street. Number 126. Silver Spring, Maryland 20910. 301-587-9100. National Society of Black Engineers. 1454 Duke Street. Alexandria, Virginia 22314. 703-549-2207. Santa Clara County Black Chamber of Commerce. 325 South 1st. #4B. San Jose, CA. 408-294-6583. Southeast Louisiana Black Chamber of Commerce. 1600 Canal Street. Number 606. New Orleans, Louisiana 70112. 504-539-9450. 504-539-9451. Fax 504-539-9452. Black websites. Afrobella.com. AtlantaPost.com. AwkwardBlackGirl.com. blogs.indiewire.com/shadowanact. Bossip.com. Chiefofaffections.com. ClutchMagOnline.com. CocoNDSerim.com. COLOrleans.com. DreamHampton.com. Essence.com. HiltonALS.com. IlDoctrine.com. JackAndJillPolitics.com. JonesMag.com. MadameNoir.com. MyBrownBaby.com. Oprah.com. PaperMag.com. PostBourgie.com. RacialiceEus.com. TheGirio.com. TheHotness.com. TheSmithian.com. A list of black-owned companies, no websites, at joinhandshake.com/blog/students/black-owned-companies. Acton Non-Verba, Youth Urban Farm Project Farming, Ranching and Fishing, California. Ariel Investments, Investment/Portfolio Management, Illinois. Baldwin Richardson Foods Co., CPG, Consumer Packaged Goods, Illinois. BCT Partners, Management Consulting, New Jersey. Black AIDS Institute, Nonprofit, California. Black Girls Code, Nonprofit, California. Black Women's Blueprint, Nonprofit, New York. Blavity, Journalism, Media, and Publishing, California. Bridgewater's Interiors, Manufacturing, Michigan. Castle Oak Securities, LP, Investment Banking, New York. Chemico, LLC, Other Industries, Michigan. Citizens Savings Bank, Commercial Banking and Credit, Mississippi. Cypherskin Incorporated, Other Industries, Colorado. Color of Change, Nonprofit, California. Damon John, The Shark Group, Advertising, PR, and Marketing, New York. Destiny Arts Center, Nonprofit, California. Diversant, LLC, Human Resources, California. Epitech, Inc., Other Industries, Michigan. Equal Justice Initiative, Nonprofit, Alabama. Fair Oaks Farms, Wisconsin, Food and Beverages, Wisconsin. Girls for a Change, Nonprofit, Virginia. Global Commerce and Services, Internet and Software, Louisiana. GN Bank, Commercial Banking and Credit, Illinois. Harvey B. Gantt Center for African American Arts plus Culture, Performing and Fine Arts, North Carolina. JOURNI, Other Education, Michigan. Kairos, Nonprofit, Oregon. Loops Capital Markets, LLC, Investment Banking, Illinois. Merck & Co., Inc., Pharmaceuticals, New Jersey. My Brother's Keeper, Nonprofit, Massachusetts. NAACP, Government, Local, State and Federal, Maryland. NAACP LDF, nonprofit, New York. National Urban League, nonprofit, New York. Nightlight Pediatric Urgent Care, Healthcare, Texas. One United Bank, Advertising, PR, and Marketing, Massachusetts. O. The Oprah Magazine, Hearst, Journalism, Media and Publishing, New York. Pharos Capital Group, Investment/Portfolio Management, Texas. Pindrop, Internet and Software, Georgia. Rocket Lawyer, Internet and Software, California, Utah. Siebert Cisneros Shank & Co., LLC, Investment Banking, New York. Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture, Tourism, District of Columbia. Tapestry Incorporated, Fashion, New York. TaskRabbit, Internet and Software, California. The Anderson DuBose Company, Transportation and Logistics, Ohio. The Essie Justice Group, Nonprofit, California. The Innocence Project, Nonprofit, New York. Thompson Hospitality Group, Restaurants and Food Services, Virginia. TIAA, Investment/Portfolio Management, New York. Uncharted Power, Utilities and Renewables, New York. Vista Equity Partners, Investment/Portfolio Management, Texas. Worldwide Technology, Computer Networking, Missouri. African American Studies job websites at career-center.georgetown.edu/major-career-with-my-major/what-my-major/African-American-Studies. t-howard.org/internship, T. Howard Foundation. LawGrantFoundation.org, the LaGrant Foundation. Business/corporate leadership or law. Career.co-usa.org, CO. Inroads.org, Inroads. ML4T.org, Management Leadership for Tomorrow. AfricanAmericanStudies.georgetown.edu, African American Studies Program at Georgetown University. Idealist.org, Idealist. USAJob.gov, USAJob. Abdi.chadwick.com, African American Biographical Database. Memory.loc.gov/mm/AAOHTML, African American Odyssey. TonyMorrisonSociety.org, the Toni Morrison Society. NCBSOnline.org, National Council for Black Studies. Community.pflag.org, Flag, Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays. GLSN.org, Gilson, Gay, Lesbian, Straight Education Network. IIBP.chadwick.com, International Index to Black Periodicals. law.umn.edu/institute-metropolitan-opportunity, Institute on Metropolitan Opportunity. nationalbcc.org, National Black Chamber of Commerce. nbjc.org, National Black Justice Coalition. National Congress SBW.org, National Congress of Black Women. NAACP.org, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. NUL.IMempowered.com, National Urban League. AfricanAmericanStudies.georgetown.edu, the website of Georgetown University African American Studies Program. Chapter 2. African American Family Resources. African American Family/Black Family. BlackAmericaWeb.com. GoAfrican.com, African American Family, Lifestyle, and Culture Resources. AOC.com, African American Web Connection. BlackRefer.com. BlackandMarriedWithKids.com. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/African_American_family. Machamoms.org. Mommy2.com, Black Parents. CelebratingChildren.com, parenting site for Black people. AAFC.org, African American Family Commission. AFAmerica.com. AfricanAmericanFamilyConference.com. AfricanVoices.com, AfroAm.org, African American Newspapers, BlackCollegian.com, BlackEnterprise.com, BlackFamilies.com, BlackFamilies.com, BlackFamily.net, BlackHealthNet.com, BlackPlanet.com, BlackQuest.com/link.htm, BlackVoice.com, BlackVoices.com, BUPPI.com, Emerge.com, EmergeMag.com, FamilyVillage.wisc.edu/FRC_FRC.htm, African American Disability Resources, PathfindersTravel.com, Travel Mag for Minorities, socialwork.iu.edu/SNAV/341/page.htm, African American Family Life Education Program, Resources, TakePride.com, SixBabies.com, Vibrant Babies, African American Pregnancy Planning, African American Books, 800-552-1991, African American Health/Black Medical, nlm.nih.gov/medlineplus/africanamericanhealth.html, nkdep.nih.gov/familyreunions/resources/african_americans.htm, diabetes.org/community-programs-and-localvents/africanamerican/programs.jsp, familyvillage.wisc.edu/FRC_FRC.htm, African American Disability Resources, InTheSeaTimes.com/article/2523, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, JourneyToWellness.com, online health magazine for African Americans, forwomen.gov/o/pub/woc/index.htm, Women of Color Health Data, nlm.nih.gov/medlineplus/africanamericanhealth.html, afamerica.com, allaboutblackhealth.com, blackdoctor.org, blackhealthnet.com, blackwomenshealth.org, borg.com/NBAC, Black Alcoholics and Addictions Council, sistersnetworking.org, African American Cancer Support, diabetes.niddk.nih.gov/dm/pub/africanamerican/index.htm, diabetes.org/community-programs-and-localvents/africanamericans.jsp, nhlby.nih.gov/health/public/heart/other/chd black/cooking.htm, Black Recipes, African American Study of Kidney Disease and Hypertension, 800-277-2275. If you think you might want to part of a study and you're African American, call them. Amecker Industries Inc. 800-331-7282. Wigs, Extensions, Black is Beautiful Collection. Association of Black Cardiologists. 225 Peachtree Street Northeast. Number 1420. Atlanta, Georgia, 30303. 404-582-8777. abcardio.org. Black Women's Agenda. 3501 14th Street Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20010. 202-387-4166. AIDS Education for Black Women. Blacks Educating Blacks. About Sexual Health. 1528 Walnut Street. Number 200. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19102. 215-546-4140. International Society on Hypertension in Blacks. 2045 Manchester Street Northeast. Atlanta, Georgia 30324. 404-875-6263. National Black Nurses Association. 1511 K St. N.W. Number 415. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-393-6870. Fax, 202-347-3808. National Black Child Development Institute. 1023 15th Street Northwest. Number 600. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-387-1281. Fax, 202-234-1738. National Black Women's Health Project. 1237 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, SW. Atlanta, Georgia, 30310. 800 Ask BWHP. Activist organization encouraging black women to mind their health. National Black Women's Health Project. 1211 Connecticut Avenue, NW. Number 310. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-835-0117. Fax, 202-833-8790. North by West HPDC@AOL.com. National Caucus and Center on Black Aged. Number 500. 1424 K St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20004. 202-637-8400. National Funeral Directors and Morticians Association. 3951 Snapfinger Parkway. Number 570. Decatur, Georgia, 30035. 404-286-6680. 2,000 members, primarily African American. National Medical Association. 1012 10th Street Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20001. 202-347-1895. NMNA.org. Professional Society for Black Physicians. National Medical Association. 1012 10th Street Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20001. 202-347-1895. NMNA.org. Professional Society for Black Physicians. National Urban League. 500 East 62nd Street. NYC 10021. 212-310-9000. Fax, 212-593-8250. info@null.org. NUL.org. Support Organization for African Americans. PFB Project. 4801 Massachusetts Avenue, NW. Number 400. Washington, D.C. 20016. 202-364-8710. Advocacy organization for the skin disorder that causes black men to grow bumpy rashes, thereby preventing them from shaving. African American Business and Jobs. blackplanet.com/jobs/view.html. lifepieces.org provides African American males living in low-income and public housing with opportunities to discover their ability to change challenges into possibilities. blackenterprise.com/career/career.asp. blackwebportal.com. theblackmarket.com. AOC.com, African American Web Connection, churches, businesses, etc. africanamericancareers.com. africanamericanjobs.org. africanamericanjobsite.com. africanmarketplace.org. afrom.org, African American newspapers. bet.com/careers. bignet.org, Blacks in Government. blackbusiness.com, list of black businesses. blackcareerzone.com. blackcollegian.com. black-collegian.com. black-collegian.com/job/jobsearch.html. blackenterprise.com. blackenterprise.com/career/career.asp. blackeoejournal.com. blackeoejournal.com/job search. blackmuseums.org/careers/listings.htm, blackperspective.com/pages/careers.html, blackrefer.com, blackstudents.com, black scholarships, internships, jobs, boards.blackvoices.com, blackvoices.com, blackvoices.com/career, career.vt.edu/diversity/africanamericanresourcesonline.htm, diversityjobresource.com, diversityworking.com/community channels/africanamerican, dmoz-odp.org/shopping/ethnic_and/north_american/african_american, edwardjones.com, building black wealth, eop.com/aacw.html, African American Career World, imdiversity.com, imdiversity.com, lacostentorians.org/blackrribbon.htm, Black Firefighters, Los Angeles, lib.lsu.edu/lib/chem/display/faces.html, African Americans in Science, mbaseeker.com/blackmba, mbda.gov, Minority Business Development Agency, minorityprofessionalnetwork.com, naacpcareerfair.com/index.html, NAACP Diversity Career Fair, Regional Diversity Career Fairs, naacpjobfair.com, Association for the Advancement of Colored People, National Society of Black Engineers, nbmbaa.org, Black MBA Association, nbmbaa.org, Black MBA Association, nsbe.org, proumagazine.com, Black Journalist, livecareer.com/African-American_career_resources.html, successguide.com, theblackscholar.org, uncf.org, United Negro College Fund, African American Chamber of Commerce/East Bay, Jack London Village, number 206, Oakland, California 94607, 3715, 510-835-1306, African American Chamber of Commerce of Philadelphia, 12 South 12th Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19107, 215-925-8510, American Association of Black Women Entrepreneurs, POB 13858, Silver Spring, Maryland 20911, 301-585-8051, Nonprofit helping organization with $100 annual fee, Association of Black Women Entrepreneurs, POB 4936, Los Angeles, California 90049, 213-624-8639, Resources, Newsletter, Baynet, 1900 Powell Street, number 200, Emeryville, CA 946608, 510-450-1055, Regional Black Professional Group, Black Business Listings, 436 14th Street, Oakland, CA, 510-839-0690, fax 510-839-0565, Listing of Oakland area African American businesses, Black Collegian, 140 Carondelet Street, New Orleans, Louisiana 70130, 504-821-5694, black-collegian.com, Quarterly Magazine, Black Careers Magazine, POB 8214, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19101, 215-387-1600, Black Collegian, 1240 South Broad Avenue, New Orleans, Louisiana, 70125. 504-821-5694. black-collegian.com/jobsg.html. minorities-jb.com. Quarterly, for Black folk. Black Data Processing Associates. epub 7466. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19101. Information, seminars, etc. Black engineer. Black professional. Hispanic engineer. 729 East Pratt Street. Number 504. Baltimore, Maryland, 21202. 410-244-7101. ccgmag.com. Magazine publisher plus service for engineering. Jobs. Black Enterprise Magazine. 295 Madison Avenue. NYC 10017. 212-889-8820. Business Magazine. Black Human Resources Network. 1900 L St. N.W. Number 500. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-775-1669. Black Pages of America. Washington Metropolitan Edition. 101 North 6th Street. Richmond, Virginia. 804-782-1000. 301-567-7500. Directory of African American owned businesses. Blacks in Government. 1820 11th Street Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20001. 202-6667-3280. Nonprofit organization for all levels of government. Dallas Black Chamber of Commerce. 2838 Martin Luther King, Jr. Boulevard. Dallas, Texas 75215. 214-421-5200. Fax, 214-421-5510. East Dallas Black Chamber of Commerce. 718 North Buckner Boulevard. Number 332. Dallas, Texas 75218-2720. 214-321-6446. Fort Worth Black Chamber of Commerce. 3607 South Rosedale. Fort Worth, Texas 76105. 817-531-8510. Greater Birmingham Black Chamber of Commerce. 800-962-6453. 205-458-8000. Greater Los Angeles African American Chamber of Commerce. 3910 West Martin Luther King, Jr. Boulevard. 213-292-1297. Fax 213-292-1451. Greater Los Angeles Black Directory. 12333 1/2 Washington Boulevard. Los Angeles, California 90066. 718-638-9675. Directory of African American owned businesses in Greater Los Angeles area. Greater Mobile Area Directory of minority owned businesses. University of South Alabama. Small Business Development Center. Mobile AL. 334-460-6004. Indianapolis Black Chamber of Commerce. 3145 North Meridian Street. Number 240. Indianapolis, Indiana 46208. 317-925-0533. Fax 317-925-0568. blackchamber.org. Minority Business News. 11333 North Central Expressway. Number 201. Dallas. 214-369-3200. Montgomery Black Chamber of Commerce. 3480 Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, Alabama, 36116. 334-271-1555. National Association of Black Accountants. 220 I St. Anne. Number 150. Washington, D.C. 20002. 202-546-6222. National Association of Black and Minority Chambers of Commerce. 654 13th Street, Oakland, California, 94612-1241. 415-451-9231. National Association of Black Manufacturers. 1910 K St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20006. 202-785-5133. Membership Organization. National Association of Black Women Attorneys. 3711 Macomb Street Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20016. 202-966-9691. National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women's Clubs. 1806 New Hampshire Avenue, Washington, D.C. 20009. 202-483-4206. National Black MBA Association. 180 North Michigan Avenue, number 1515. Chicago, Illinois 60601. 312-236-2622. National Black Nurses Association. 1012 10th Street Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20001. 202-393-6870. National Business League. 4324 Georgia Avenue, N.W. Washington, D.C. 20011. 202-829-5900. Promotes Black business interests. National Coalition of Black Meeting Planners. 8630 Fenton Street, number 126. Silver Spring, Maryland 20910. 301-587-9100. National Society of Black Engineers. 1454 Duke Street, Alexandria, Virginia 22314. 703-549-2207. Santa Clara County Black Chamber of Commerce. 325 South 1st. Hashtag 4B. San Jose, CA. 408-294-6583. Southeast Louisiana Black Chamber of Commerce. 1600 Canal Street, number 606. New Orleans, Louisiana 70112. 504-539-9450. 504-539-9451. Fax 504-539-9452. African American culture/Black culture. In many communities across America, there are newspapers geared for the African American demographic, so you can advertise there with a personal ad if you're a Black-owned business, sell to Blacks, or looking for a mate. There are job ads in some of these newspaper. SOCculture.african.american. Proudfleshjournal.com, BlackCincinnati.blogspot.com. Boards.blackvoices.com. CNN.com/BlackInAmerica. AfricanAmericans.com. AfricanAmerica.org. BlackCommunity.blackvoices.aol.com. BrownPride.com. BlackSonville.com, Jacksonville, FL area. EasyTakes.com/store/categories/black-movies.jsp. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/African_American_music. comebeavac.org/black_history.htm. aregistry.com. outthehouse.com. africanstudies.org. blacknews.com. africanamericans.com. bnvillage.co.uk, africanlit.org, blackprof.com, scriptorium.lib.duke.edu/collection/african-american-women.html, brightmoments.com/black history, african-american.com, gifts, indiana.edu/AAMC, Archives of African American Music and Culture Conference, aalbc.com, African American Literature Book Club, pbs.org/wnet/aa world, africanamericanartandgifts.com, loc.gov/exhibits/african/intro.html, blackappeal.com, blackvoices.aol.com, digital.nypl.org/schomburg/writers_a19, woman writer, neoblack.com, african-americanstudies.com, kn.pocbell.com/wired/bhm/afrom.html, blackperspective.com, toptags.com/aams/events/brownvs.htm, Afro-American Almanac, African American History Resource, gop.com/team/African Americans, Republicans, coe.in/t/e/human_rights/minorities infos.com/ifsd/African-American-poetry.htm, africanamericanopinion.com, congregationalresources.com/aar/resources.health.asp, cardsorbust.com, African American greeting cards and gifts, reference.com/browse/wiki/African_American, blackdiego.com, San Diego, chipublib.org/002 branches/Woodson/WoodsonBib.html, Carter Godwin Woodson, father of Black history, aok.com/a.html, Afro-American history, infoplease.com/spot/bhm1.html, African American biographies, 411web.com/a/American Black Artist Tincture, a/king_coretta_scott.htm, Coretta Scott King, abdi.chadwick.com, African American Biographical Database, aaionline.org, African American Institute, aalbc.com, Literature Book Club, aamcleveland.org, African American Museum, aamdallas.org, African American Museum, aampmuseum.org, the African American Museum in Philadelphia, aamt.org, African American Tourism, aar.slu.edu, Literary Mag, aaregistry.com, History, aawar.net, Soldiers, aok.com, African American Web Connection, Churches, Businesses, etc. aok.com/a.html, History, abouttimemag.com, acc.edu/sac/english/bailey/aframlit.htm, Literature, af.mil/news/airman/0299/tusk.htm, Tuskegee Airmen, afamerica.com, africa.ufl.edu/sq, African Studies Quarterly, africa.upenn.edu/s.html, African Studies, africa.upenn.edu/home_page/afr_g.html, African Resources on the Internet, africana.com, africanacess.com, africanamerican.com, news and information, africanamericanatelier.org, literature, africanamericanimage.com, africanamericanimage.com, books, africanamericanmag.com, africanamericans.com, african-americansingly.com, africanamericanyearbook.com, africanherald.com, africanmarketplace.org, africanstudies.org, africanvoices.com, africaresource.com, africatoday.com, afrigenias.com, genealogy, afrinet.net, afro.com, afrom.org, African American newspapers, afromcivilwar.org, afromystery, dead website, trythoughtco.com, verywell.com, thebalance.com, afrommuseum.org, 617-742-1854, African American Museum Boston, alexanderstreet.com, books, alexia.lis.uiuc.edu/what/african.html, allbookstores.com/sermons_American-African_American_authors_sd.html, amazon.com, The African American Book of Values by Stephen Barboza, amazon.com/prentis-anthology-african-american-literature/dp/0130485462, amazon.com/signs-symbols-african-american-quilts, American Infant Adoption/article/6178/1.html, amistad.mysticseaport.org/main/welcome.html, slave ship, amsterdamnews.com, NYC, anacostia.si.edu, the Anacostia Museum and Center for African American History and Culture, antharo.uiuc.edu/faculty/cfennel/bookmark3.html, African American Archaeology, History, and Cultures, anti-slavery.org, archives.gov/exhibits/featured_documents/emancipation_proclamation, National Archives, archives.gov/genealogy/heritage/African-American, archives.state.al.us/teachers/rights.html, riding the bus, taking a stand, arisemag.com, artlex.com/artlex/african_american_1.html, African American art, artnoir.com/aama.html, African American museums, asolh.org, Association for the Study of African American Life and History, asolh.org, Study of African American Life, auburn.edu/tilde-ralph-wc/ebonycs.html, Ebonix, augustafocus.com, Georgia, Battalion, 1944-1947, beans.com, bet.com, TV Network, bibliokreview.com, bin.com, Black Information Network, biography.com/Black History, blackamericaweb.com, blackbaseball.com, blackcommunity.blackvoices.aol.com, blackfacts.com, blackfacts.com, blackfamilies.com, blackfamily.net, blackgirlmagazine.com, blackhealthnet.com, blackhistory.com, blackhistorymonthlogo.com, blackhistorytourgroup.org, blackindex.com, blackinventor.com, blackloyalists.com, Canada, blacknet.co.uk, blacknet.co.uk/Family Day, Black Family Day, blackpast.org, blackplanet.com, blackquest.com/link.htm, blackseaarch.com, blackstarnews.com, blackvoice.com, blackvoices.com, blackworld.com, bnl.com/aasm.html, African American products, bodo.com/hotlink/watchanaite.htm, Black History, bookwire.com/qbr, bowdoin.edu/art-museum/collection/American/African-, bowdoin.edu/art-museum/collection/American/African-American-1.shtml, brightlights.com, books for African Americans, brightmoments.com/Black History. BuckeyeWeb.com, Cleveland. BuffaloCriterion.com. BunchyCenter.UCLA.edu, African American Studies. BUPPI.com. CAAmuseum.org, California African American Museum. cableregina.com/users/ediversity/links.html. Canadian.net/dir/top/shopping/ethnic_art/ethnic_American/African_American. Carleton.ca/Panafrica. Cascom.com. cba.uh.edu/ylowpguess/yblack.html. census.gov/pubinfo/www/nawafmml1.html, Census Bureau Minority Links. Challengegroup.com. charlottepost.com, North Carolina. chebucto.ns.ca/heritage/bhma, Black History. chipublib.org/002 branches/woodson/woodsonbib.html, Carter Godwin Woodson, Father of Black. cisit.sfcc.edu/s-dupree/reserlike.htm, a roadmap to African American resources. clanrossassociation.com. cnn.com/travel/destination/9801/King, Martin Luther King, Jr. Atlanta Birthplace. cokes.net/people/LWF, homepage for African American history. collections.chadwick.com, poetry. columbia.edu/cu/ccbh/mxp, the Malcolm X Project at Columbia University. columbia.edu/cu/iras, the Institute for Research in African American Studies. columbustimes.com. concentric.net/issues. cr.nps.gov/a-history, our shared history, African American heritage. cr.nps.gov/a-history. cr.nps.gov/museum/exhibits/Tuskegee. cr.nps.gov/nr/travel/civil rights. cstone.net/poem/imrumayr1.htm, poetry. culver.org/academic/info/lit/faculty/foley/d/crafting freedom/cfindex.htm, crafting freedom, African Americans, 1800 to 1870. cindyslist.com/african.htm. dallaspost.com. db.education-world.com/pearl/browse?@_id=1242, literature. dclibrary.org/blcran, the Black Renaissance in Washington, D.C. denison.edu/library/example/afromdis1.html, African American Studies. designcrafters.com/greeting_cards/Christmas_American/African_American/African_cards_1.html. detnews.com/mah, Museum of African American History. dgcall.library.wisc.edu/africafocus, Africa. digital.nypl.org, African American Female Writers. digital.nypl.org/Schomburg/writers_A19, African American Women Writers of the 19th Century. digital.nypl.org/Schomburg/writers_A19, writers. digitalhistory.uh.edu/black_voices/black_voices.cfm. dl.lib.brown.edu/sheetmusic/off-am, African American Sheet Music, 1820 to 1920. dmoz-odp.org/home/cooking/world_cuisine/north_american/African_American. dmoz-odp.org/shopping/ethnic_and_regional/north_american/African_American. docsouth.unc.edu/nih/index.html, history. drum.ncat.edu. dunbarzite.org, poetry of Paul Laurence Dunbar. DuSableMuseum.org, DuSable Museum of African American History, Chicago. dvinstitute.org, Institute on Domestic Violence in the African American Community. ebony.com, magazines. egpnews.com, Los Angeles. emerge.com, emergemag.com. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/African_American. essence.com. etext.virginia.edu/subjects/African-American.html. euronet.nl/users/jabo/February.html, Black History Month information. yourweb.com, entertainment. everythingblack.com. facweb.furman.edu/Benson/docs, Furman University Documents Project. familitigus.com. fas.harvard.edu/du_bois, Du Bois Institute for African and African American Research. ferris.edu/news/Jim Crow, Jim Crow Museum of Racist Memorabilia. floridafamily.com/Black Family Today. freedomcenter.org, National Underground Railroad Freedom Center. gaslight-gifts.com/content-categories/cat-129_184/African_American.html, Consumer Products. giatec.edu/bgs-blackpages.html. girlpower.gov/girlarea/gpguest/rosaparks.htm, Mother of the Civil Rights Movement. globalindex.com/Kwanzaa. goguides.org/topic/532.html, African American Directory. gort.ucsd.edu/j/message03362.html, Genda, a Journal of Culture and African Women's Studies. hartford-hwp.com/hbhp/exhibit, Hartford Black History Project, Hartford, Connecticut. History. History. history.org/almanac/k/life/af_amer/a-life.cfm. history.umd.edu/freedmen/home.html, Freedmen and Southern Society Project. historycooperative.org/btw, Booker T. Washington Papers. hitchcock.itc.virginia.edu/slavery, The Atlantic Slave Trade. hitchcock.itc.virginia.edu/slavery/index.html. homesofcolor.net, magazine. howard.edu/library. iafrica.com. imdiversity.com/villages/African. imdiversity.com/villages/African/village_African_American.asp. imotech.com. indiana.edu/tilde-AAMC, Music and Culture. indiana.edu/AFRomer. indigomagazine.com. indstate.edu/artci/AAR. infoplease.com/spot/bhm1.html, African American Biographies. infoplease.com/spot/bhm1.html, Black History Month. inemodionaim.org, Immigration Experience. inemodionaim.org, The African American Migration Experience. inqnews.com, Hartford, CT Newspaper. iobabooks.com. javanwar.net, African American Resources on the gendajournal.com, Women. justicebooks.com, African American Books. kccall.com, Kansas. kingframe.html, Martin Luther King, Jr. Timeline. kingtisdale.org/exhibit.htm. kitsapchronicle.com, Washington State Newspaper. kumimagazine.com. kypress.com, Louisville Defender. lcweb2.loc.gov/mm/snhtml/snhome.html, born in slavery. lib.berkeley.edu/L Jim Crow laws. lib.berkeley.edu/doemoff/Africana, African and African American collections. lib.berkeley.edu/mrc/Africana-mvid.html, African American Studies. lib.berkeley.edu/mrc/audiofiles.html Malcolm X. lib.berkeley.edu/mrc/pacificapanthers.html, a Black Panther chronology. lib.duke.edu/collection/African-American-women.html. lib.lsu.edu/hum/african.html. lib.uchicago.edu/f/aap, poetry. lib.unc.edu/stone/webguide, the Sonia Haynes Stone Center Library for Black Culture and History. library.adoption.com/African-American/African-. library.louisville.edu/government/subjects/black/blackhist.html. library.pitt.edu/libraries/African-American/African-American.html. library.stanford.edu/department/ssrg/adam/short/cu/ofam.html, African American Studies. library.ucsb.edu/subjects/black-feminism. liu.edu/cwis/cwp/library/ava-htm, African American Art on the Internet. liu.edu/cwis/cwp/library/mlaking.htm, Martin Luther King, Jr. loc.gov, African American Info. loc.gov/exhibits/african/intro.html. loc.gov/exhibits/african/intro.html, African American Mosaic. losnegros.com. louisianaweekly.com. mafa.org, African American Holocaust. mah-detroit.org, Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History. mahdtroit.org. makeup-girl.com/American-cosmetics-african.html. masshist.org/endo-f slavery, African Americans and the End of Slavery in Massachusetts. maxpages.com/Africanamerica. mayaangelou.com, African American author. medicipublishing.com, several newspapers. mailonet.com/wa toto. mlfisher.org/lastslaveship/cemetery.htm. members.tripod.com/c-dorset/links.htm, Ebonix. memory.loc.gov/mm/aap/aaphome.html, African American Pamphlets, History. memory.loc.gov/mm/aap/aaphome.html, History. memory.loc.gov/mm/aapc.html, From Slavery to Freedom. memory.loc.gov/mm/collection/sheet music/Brown, History. memory.loc.gov/mm/collection/sheet music/Brown/AASM about.html, African American sheet music. memory.loc.gov/mm/collection/voices, voices from the days of slavery. memory.loc.gov/mm/doug.html, the Frederick Douglass Papers. memory.loc.gov/mm/dotml/doom.h. memory.loc.gov/mm/sdhtml. micmarkers.com/startup.asp, start menu equals blackhist.htm, Michigan Historical Markers Black History. milwaukeecourier.com. ml, Rosa Parks. milkday.org, Martin Luther King, Jr. Day of Service. moadsf.org/salon/exhibit/slave_narrative/flash.php, slave narratives. Momentsinblackhistory.com. mosaicbooks.com, African American books. msbet.com, magazine. mtsu.edu/vivesper/ofam.html, African American writers. multiplecolib.org/homework/aframhc.html. muse.jhu.edu/journal/callaloo, African American literary. naacp.com, colored people. naacp.org, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. National African American Archives.org. nationalgeographic.com/features/99/railroad, Underground Railroad. negrospirituals.com. netnoir.com, African American books. neworleanstribune.com. newpittsburghcourier.com. newyorkbeacon.com. nhlby.nih.gov/health/public/art/other/chdblack/cooking.htm, black recipes. nmyhc.si.edu, National Museum of African American History. northstar.as.uky.edu, The North Star, a journal of African American religious history. nps.gov/boaf, 617-742-5415, African American Historic Site. nps.gov/boaf, Boston African American National Historic Site. nps.gov/brvb, Brown vs. Board of Education National Historic Site, Ending Segregation in. nps.gov/malu, Martin Luther King Jr. National Historic Site. nul.org/employmentnetwork.html, National Urban League. nvmagazine.com, business. nwmissouri.edu/libraries/courses/history/afroamericanhistory.html. nypl.org/research/sc/sc.html, Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture. ohiolink.edu/ebooks/ch/afpo, poetry. onelyfinc.com. origin.admin.ccy.cuny.edu/library/blacks.html, Black Studies. oup.com/a/catalog/general/subject/history American/African American. oup.com/a/catalog/general/subject/history American/African American, Oxford University Press. pocbell.com/wired/bhm/index.html, Black History. pathfinderstravel.com, travel mag for minorities. pathsofglory.com. pbs.org/lives. pbs.org/a-world. pbs.org/blackpress/index.html. pbs.org/wnet/a-world. pbs.org/wnet/a-world, African American World. pbskids.org/a-world. people.com/ll.edu/pages/lw25/a_digital_archives home.htm, Guide to African American Documentary Resources. Philadelphia.k12.pa.us/ll/curriculums upward/a studies/African_American.html, Teaching African American History in the 21st Century. PhiladelphiaSun.com, Sunday Sun, Philadelphia. Philadelphia-Tribune.com. pits.emory.edu/researchassist/subject-head/african-sh.html, African American Studies. plymouth.edu/library/opac/records/1260909, Literature. pnonews.com, Philadelphia. poems.com/amtumke1.htm. portlandobserver.com, Oregon. postersprintsandpics.com. pps.k12.or.us/schools-c/pages/buckman/timeline. princeton.edu/AAS Prague. Public schools. public.ia-state.edu/savega/afr_amer.htm, useful websites. qbr.com, Black Book Review. questia.com/search/African-American-women-authors. Race relations. Dead website, trythoughtco.com, verywell.com, thebalance.com. ruginmagazine.com. rightonmag.com. Roanoke Freedmen's Colony.com, the Roanoke Island Freedmen's Colony. rpp.english.ucsb.edu/category/specific-us-racial-group/African-American. s2smagazine.com. sacobserver.com, Sacramento, CA. scriptorium.lib.duke.edu/collection/African-American-women.html. seattletimes.nwsource.com/milk/index.html, Martin Luther King. sfbayview.com, San Francisco. sgnonline.com, Georgia. si.edu/art_and_design/African_American. si.edu/resource/faq/nmos/afinvent.htm, inventors. si.edu/resource/faq/nmos/afrom.htm, history. si.umich.edu/chico/Harlem, black culture. skatelog.com/history/African-American-archives.htm, African American roller skating archives. socculture.african.american. socrates.berkeley.edu/Africa-M, African American Studies. soft10precious.com, African American hair and skin products. sos.state.mi.us/history/mag/portfolio/20-5.html, 25 African Americans you need to know. southalabama.edu/universitylib/guide/aframlit. speakinoutnews.com. standardnewspapers.com, Chicago. stanford.edu/department/AAAS. stanford.edu/group/King, Martin Luther King, Jr. Directory. stanford.edu/group/King/about_King/NCCLO store.yahoo.com/value-by/afamher.html, African American gifts. suffolk.edu/solib/speccal/spec-col-litsub.htm, literature. sunzite.berkeley.edu/bibliographies/African-American, African American dissertations index page. sutv.com/_Eskline/African.htm, genealogy. takepride.com. tbwt.com, The Black World Today. teacher.scholastic.com/Rosa, Rosa Parks. temple.edu/AAS. theatlantainquirer.com. tehevemagazine.com, Brooklyn, New York. thebirminghamtimes.com. thechallengernews.com, Buffalo. thecrisismagazine.com. theodora.com/flag/new/African_American_flags.html. thescanner.com, Seattle. thewistsideegazette.com, Florida. time.com/time/report/Black History. time.com/time/heroes/profile/parks01.ht. TML, Frederick Douglass. tnj.com, Black Professional. tntech.edu/history/bhmonth.html, Black History Month resources. topics.net/AFAM, news. toptags.com/AAMA, Afro-American Almanac. triplenickelly.com, the 555th Parachute Infantry. Tubmanmuseum.com, Museum in McCoy, GA. ubp.com. uga.edu/iaas/history.html, African American Studies. umi.com. umich.edu/ang499/concepts/power.html. umn.edu/humanrts/index.html, Human Rights Library. una.edu/mjohnson/afam.htm, African American Studies. united-states-flag.com/af.html, African American Flag. us.penguingroup.com/static/html/africanamerican/index.html, books. usafricanvoice.com. usc.edu/isd/archives/ethnic-studies/african-american/black_lit_main.html. ushistory.com/railar.htm. usinfo.state.gov/usa/blackhis, Gateway to African American History. utexas.edu/cola/centers/CAAAS. valley.vcdh.virginia.edu, Valley of the Shadow. vcdh.virginia.edu/AFAM/Race and Place, Jim Crow Racial Segregation Laws. 6bride.com, African American and Caribbean Brides. walkandroll.com/afronews, Canada. web-dubois.fas.harvard.edu/dubois/dubois.html. wisconsinhistory.org/library-archive/anp/freedom/index.asp, Freedom's Journal, the first African American owned and operated newspaper. yale.edu/AFAM Studies. yale.edu/GLC, Gilder Lehrman Center for the Study of Slavery, Resistance, and Abolition. yale.edu/GLC, the Gilder Lehrman Center for the Study of Slavery, Resistance, and Abolition. yale.edu/lawweb/avalon/treatise/african_americans.htm, biography, autobiography, and history. zazle.com, African American T-shirt and apparel. African American Business Association. 8721 South Broadway, Los Angeles, California 90003. 213-752-4300. African American Museum. 3536 Grand Avenue, Dallas, Texas 75270. 214-565-9026. African American Network. epub 681556. Indianapolis, Indiana 46218. 317-466-0440. African American Review. Department of English. Indiana State U. Terre Haute, Indiana 47809. Magazine about culture. Afric News Magazine. 4554 N Broadway, number 320. Chicago. 312-989-8138. Afro-American Newspaper. 2519 North Charles Street, Baltimore. 410-554-8200. Fax, 410-554-8213. afroam.org. Black Weekly Newspaper. American Visions, the magazine of African American culture. 1101 Pennsylvania Avenue, NW. Number 820. Washington, D.C. 20004. Atlanta Tribune. 875 Old Roswell Road, C100. Roswell, Georgia. 770-587-0501. Fax 770-642-6501. Tribune@mindspring.com. AtlantaTribune.com. Bi-monthly African American magazine. Baltimore Times. 12 East 25th Street, 410-366-3900. African American Community Newspaper. Berkeley Metro Reporter. 1366 Turk Street, San Francisco. 415-931-5778. African American Weekly. Berkeley Tri-City Post. 630 20th Street, Oakland, CA. 510-703-1120. Big Black Book. Unlimited Creative Enterprises Incorporated. POB 400,476. Brooklyn, New York, 11240-0476. 718-638-9675. Black Directory. Black Family Reunion Cultural Center. POB 528,118. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19102. 215-438-6441. Black Focus. POB 53-1151. Indianapolis, Indiana, 46218. 317-293-4708. African American Magazine. Black Pages of Atlanta. Euphrates Incorporated. 3711 College Street, College Park, Atlanta. 404-766-1692. Directory of African American owned businesses in the Atlanta area. Black Pages of Chicago. 407 East 25th Street. 312-808-1800. Listing of African American owned businesses in Chicago. Black Pages of Dallas/Fort Worth. 3806 Marvin D. Love, number 130. Dallas, Texas, 75224. 214-375-5200. Fax, 214-375-5223. Directory of African American owned businesses. Black Pages of New England. POB 1848. Brockton, Massachusetts, 02403. 508-584-5656 on. 617-298-3000. Directory of African American businesses in New England. Black Resource Guide. 501 Oneida Place, NW. Washington, D.C. 20011. 202-291-4373. Black Resource Center. AC. Bilbrew Library. 150 East El Segundo Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90061. 310-538-3350. California Voice. 1366 Turk Street, San Francisco. 415-931-5778. Weekly. Chicago Standard News. 615 S. Halsted, Chicago. 708/755-5021. African American Weekly. Chicago Weekend. 412 East 87th Street. 312-487-7700. Weekend Newspaper, African American. Coalition of African American Cultural Organizations. 2253 North Broad Street, Philadelphia. 215-765-5055. Dallas Examiner. 111 Dragon. 214-651-7066. Dallas. African American Weekly. Dallas Post-Tribune. 2726 South Beckley, Dallas. 214-946-7678. African American Weekly. Dallas Weekly. 3101 Martin Luther King, Jr. Boulevard, Dallas. 214-428-8958. African American Weekly. Detroit Association of Black Organizations. 4450 Oakman Boulevard, Detroit, Michigan 48204. 313-491-0003. Detroit Black Yellow Pages. 313-342-1717. Directory of Detroit's African American owned businesses. Detroit Journal. 11,000 West McNichols. Number 19. Detroit. 313-342-1717. African American Monthly. Ebony. Johnson Publishing. 820 S Michigan I. Chicago, Illinois 60605. 312-322-9200. Monthly African American Magazine. Ebony Man. Johnson Publishing. 820 S Michigan I. Chicago, Illinois 60605. 312-322-9200. Monthly African American Male Magazine. Indiana Black Expo Incorporated. 3145 North Meridian Street, Indianapolis, Indiana 46208. 317-925-2702. Fax 317-925-6624. Indiana Herald. 2170 North Illinois Street, 317-923-8291. Weekly. Indianapolis Recorder. 2901 North Tacoma Avenue, 317-924-5143. African American Weekly. Jet. Johnson Publishing. 820 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago, Illinois 60605. 312-322-9200. Monthly African American Magazine. Los Angeles Sentinel. 3800 Crenshaw Boulevard, Los Angeles. 213-299-3800. African American Newspaper, Weekly. Memphis Black Business Directory. 1177 Madison Avenue, number 302. Memphis, Tennessee 38104. 901-323-5777. Michigan Chronicle. 479 Ledyard. 313-963-5322. Detroit's oldest African American owned newspaper. Weekly. Minority Business and Professional Directory. 2101 Webster Street, number 1500. Oakland, California 94612. 510-874-7740. Directory of African American owned businesses in the Bay Area. Minority Business Guide. Downtown Partnership of Baltimore. 217 North Charles Street, Baltimore, Maryland 21201. 410-244-1030. Listing of some African American businesses in the downtown Baltimore area. Mobile Beacon. 2311 Coast Arid Street, Mobile, AL. 334-479-0629. African American Community Newspaper. Montgomery Black Pages. 314 West Wilding Drive, Montgomery, Alabama 36116. 334-271-1555. NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund. 315 West 9th Street, number 208. La California 90025. 213-624-2405. NAACP.com. NAACP. 99 Hudson Street, 16th FL, NYC 10013. 212-219-1900. NAACP.com. If you're a minority who feels that you've been discriminated against, they will help you find a lawyer. National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP. 4805 Mount Hope Drive, Baltimore, Maryland 21215-3297. 410-358-8900. 212-358-8900. NAACP.com. New Bayview, 1624 Oakdale Avenue, San Francisco. 415-826-1484. African American Community Newspaper. New York Carib News. 15 West 39th Street, NYC. 212-944-1991. Newspaper with African American orientation. New York Voice. 75 to 43 Parsons Boulevard, Flushing, New York. 718-591-6600. African American Community Newspaper. Northwest Courant. 10,600 West McNichols, Detroit. 313-255-3536. African American Magazine. Oakland Post. Pog 1350. Oakland. 510-763-1123. African American Community Newspaper. Richmond Post. 6320 Street, Oakland, CA. 510-763-1120. African American Newspaper. San Francisco Post. Pog 1350. Oakland. 510-763-1120. African American Newspaper. The Guide to Black Chicago. The Guide Group. 843 W. Van Buren. Number 378. Chicago, Illinois 60607. 312-509-6815. The Pasadena/San Gabriel Valley Journal. 1541 North Lake Avenue, Pasadena. 818-798-3972. African American Newspaper. What's Times? 3731 Stalker Street, Los Angeles. 213-290-6000. Weekly. Wave Community Newspaper. 2621 West 54th Street, Los Angeles. 213-290-3000. Weekly. African American Tourism. There's a place in Martha's Vineyard where black people go in the summer to hang out and socialize. Amazon.com, the African American Travel Guide to Hot, Exotic, and Fun-Filled Places, by John Haggins. HunterPublishing.com. 800-255-0343. 800-399-6858, Canada. Afrotravel@msn.com. Book The African American Travel Guide by Wayne C. Robinson. The book covers the African American history and cultural life for 19 American cities and 2 Canadian provinces. It lists churches, colleges, newspapers, restaurants, stores, nightclubs, radio stations, events, everything black. Atlanta, Baltimore, Birmingham, AL, Boston, Chicago, Dallas, Detroit, Indianapolis, Los Angeles, Memphis, Tennessee, Mobile, AL, Montgomery, AL, New Orleans, NYC, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., Nova Scotia, Ontario. dmozd-odp.org/society/ethnic-African/African-American/travel_and_tourism. oneuptravel.com/travel link/speciality-afr-amer.html. aaionline.org, African American Institute. aamt.org, African American Tourism. africa-ada.org/african_americans.htm, Africa Travel Magazine. africanacess.com. africanamericanculture.org. africanamericanins.com, 877-422-5777. africanamericanlaw.com/tourism.htm, Los Angeles. africanmarketplace.org/tourism.htm, Los Angeles. africanvoices.com. afrinet.net. afrom.org, African American newspapers. afrommuseum.org, 617-742-1854, African American Museum. artnoir.com. artnoir.com/aama.html, African American Museums. auburn.edu/Ralph-WC/ebonycs.html, Ebonix. bet.com, TV Network. bin.com, Black Information Network. blackamerica.com. blackloyalists.com, Canada. blacktravelonline.com. blackworld.com. brightlights.com, Books for African Americans. caatmonitor.com/currentnewsletter.html, Caribbean/African American Tourism Monitor. ccet.louisiana.edu, African Americans in Louisiana. charlestonblackheritage.com. contact.com/archive_index/archive_pages/4863_business_new_haven.html, the Greater New Haven area has a wealth of African American history. drum.ncat.edu. ebony.com, magazines. emerge.com. emergemag.com. emergingminds.org, Kenya targeting African American tourism market. everythingblack.com. giatec.edu/bgsablackpages.html. hendersontravel.com, 800-327-2309, Trips to Africa, Black Culture. imotech.com. kentuckytourism.com. kytourism.com/AFAM Heritage Guide/AFAM Southern Region.htm. losnegros.com. members.tripod.com/c dorset/links.htm, Ebonix. msbet.com, magazine. ncculturatour.org, African American Culture Tourism. netnoir.com. nj.gov/travel, 800-visit-NJ, African American Visitors Guide. nps.gov/boaf, 617-742-5415, African American Historic Site. pathfinderstravel.com, magazine 877-977 Path, by Black-owned travel agency. rogerstravel.com, 800-825-1775, tours worldwide. socculture.african.american. solovamerica.com. takepride.com. That's blackentertainment.com. theplanningcouncil.org/tpc database/750OSUJ5.htm, Greater Norfolk African American Tourism Network. travel.pacificherald.com/fullstory-news ID-2679.html, Bronzeville becomes an African American heritage tourism destination. travelbeyond.org. ubp.com. ugogirl.com, Black Women Travelers. umich.edu/ang499/concepts/power.html. umcell.edu, African American Heritage Tourism. undergroundrailroad.org/freedom-quest/tradition/tour company/africanamerican.html. vatc.org, Virginia's African American Tourism. visitemo.com/pdf/african_american_research-exec_summary.pdf, Missouri. visitworcester.org, Maryland. web-dubois.fas.harvard.edu/dubois/dubois.html. Michael Jordan's Restaurant. 500 North LaSalle Street, Chicago. 312-644-3865. African American Wedding. Essence and Ebony magazines might have some resources for the African American wedding. Go to your library and look through all the issues for the past few years to see what you come up with. There's a book geared for African American weddings called Jumping the Broom by Harriet Cole. It talks about African customs and lists addresses where you can buy traditional African wedding costumes, hire an African band, get an African minister, etc. You might find it at hashtag 395.22 at your library or order it through a bookstore. Jumping the broom is a tradition that black people used when they performed their unofficial wedding ceremonies during slavery. Slaves were not allowed to marry, so they developed their own ritual of marriage by jumping over a broom/stick that symbolized the strength of trees. You can see a clip of it in the TV miniseries Roots. For more info, contact Black Bridal Expo. 2413 Benning Road, NE. Number 200. Washington, D.C. 20002. 202-388-6770. Fax, 202-397-1206. BlackBeautifulWedding.com. Trade show and book, Black Bridal Guide. AfricanVoices.com. AfroAm.org, African American newspapers. NEAMS.com, African fashion, wedding, and accessories. AskGinka.com/nationality/African_American.htm. BlackCollegian.com. Emerge.com. Mailonet.com/awg/resources. MSBET.com, magazine. muse.jhu.edu/journals/Callaloo, African American Literary. unityfirst.com/afroading.htm. sixbride.com. weddingbasics.com/bookstore/africanamerican.asp. African American Books. 800-552-1991. African American Review. Department of English. Indiana State U. Terre Haute, Indiana 47809. Magazine about culture. American Africana Collectibles. Fayette, MS. 888-456-5136. American Visions, the magazine of African American culture. 1101 Pennsylvania Avenue, NW. Number 820. Washington, D.C. 20004. Crowns by Marabella, Illinois. 800-222-6967. Hats for African Americans. Gold Medal Hair Products. 1 Bennington Avenue, Freeport, New York 11520. 800-535-8101. Heritage Weddings. Pub 384. Lumberton, New Jersey 08048. 800-892-4297. African American Catalog. African American Love. A lot of black folk blame the atrocious state of the modern black family on slavery. Most black families are run by a single mother, either divorced or never been married. The fact that white men had sex with the female slaves and tried to eliminate the black family, reducing black men down into workers and not fathers or nurturers, which is why there are very few black families today, because the fatherly role was supposedly bred out of them by slave owners. I'm of the belief that we are who we are right now. The past has nothing to do with it, much less the lives of our ancestors. They were a different people from a different era, but I've seen sociologists claim that the reason African Americans have such a hard time with the traditional husband and wife role is the legacy of slavery. Slave owners forbade slaves to marry, and since they owned these people, they often traded and sold them at will. So if a man and a woman were to couple on a farm or an estate, they could be separated at any time by the slave owner. Supposedly this has led to the state of affairs in the African American community today, where the girl often raises her children as a single parent and the guy is probably off pimping, doing dope, trying to make it as a rapper, a professional jock, playing the role of player or in jail somewhere. These aren't my words, these are the words of sociologists who want to portray the black man in terms of the caricature stereotype. Of course, this isn't laid in stone. Some black guys commit to their girls, but the fact is that many black women have their children alone and many black guys don't want to commit to raising them. Do these girls get welfare as single parents? Is that part of the incentive to stay single on paper and sneak a boyfriend in at night? Are they just imitating their mothers, or is it something deeper and more tangible, like the blueprint of the scars slavery left behind, which has somehow imprinted on the collective unconscious of black people? You tell me. I'm not black, so I don't know. Though I have been called a black guy with white skin by my black friends who I used to work out with. It was because I was tough and primal like them. We all worked out like madmen. Anyway, is it just a fluke, or why did this trend turn out this way, that African Americans are not great at raising children from a two-parent home? I think it's got more to do with the life chances of the typical black man, who often comes from a poor family, which cuts out some of his life chances right off the top. There is prejudice against black guys, whether you want to admit or not, and black men have a code amongst themselves. They have to be tough, act jaded and macho like all them dudes in rap videos, and if they try to get ahead in school and career, they're called a sellout, honky lover, Uncle Tom, and aria, black on the outside, white on the inside. And since blacks are generally a tighter group than whites because of the common bond of minority status, they feel the peer pressure more, and most of them play along to be dreamers, drifters, and players, banking on the dream of making it as either rap stars or professional athletes. And when it doesn't pan out, many turn to crime to fulfill the stereotype of the desperado, high roller black dude. This is more my take on why the black man doesn't like to commit. He's too hooked on those images of the cool, Shaft-like, gigolo, playboy, pimpy, gangsta, big-time player. If you don't agree with me, send me a letter, tell me why, and I will include the best arguments in the next edition of this book. There are some sociologists out there examining the black demographic in America. They have been some sweeping generalizations they call institutional factors, among them the following. Black people don't control much of the money in society. Blacks as individuals are generally poorer than whites. There is racism against blacks, more against black men than black women, because they're perceived as violent and a threat in some way. Many employers would rather hire black females to fulfill their perception of hiring minorities than hire black males. Black people waste their money on trying to look cool or drive a cool car, while white people are generally more conservative and save their money to buy a home. Within the black world, the two major subdivisions are middle to upper class blacks versus low class blacks. Blacks who go to church and those that don't. People stick with their own kind. Middle-class blacks generally don't go slumming to the ghetto, and church-going blacks don't associate with non-church-going blacks much, so when blacks marry each other, they stick to their group. Blacks generally complain about the patriarchal society within their race that doesn't give the black women equal status, case in point, the church, which doesn't give the woman any power. Some black intellectuals have posited that this patriarchal infrastructure within the black race is what sets up the battle of the sexes later on. Males and females grow to loathe each other as they grow up, because the man is supposed to be the king of the castle with his quiet demure wife, but the modern black girl doesn't take his crap and chews him out, whereupon the guy says screw those bitches and looks for more demure girls, which are in the white race. According to the pop culture stereotype, blacks are sexual beings. This could explain the high rates of teenage pregnancy in the black race. One particular article I read in Essence magazine says that black men shouldn't hide their feelings as much. They should open up more, be honest and sincere, and stop trying to be so cool all the time. Joseph White in The Psychology of Blacks says, the black community at large would be one characterized by the traditional Afro-American values of interdependence, cooperation, and mutual respect, without a fixed classification of household, economic and social responsibilities based on sex. Male-female relationships that are built on a bond of sharing, nurturance, tenderness, and appreciation have the strong psychological foundation. Books about the African American experience from a sociological point of view are at hashtag 305.3. FunkyBrownChick.com. Loveshades.com/couples, relationship, romance, and dating issues of black couples. BET.com. BET.com/odrama. SDMartins.com, 800-221-7945, book Dark Arrows, Black Erotic Writings. Third World Press. 7822 South Dobson Avenue. POG 19730. Chicago, Illinois 60619. 312-651-0700. Books for African Americans about the culture. Some books about love. The Black Woman in Love. The statistics all say the black woman has the least chance of getting married of any group in society. Why? There has to be a reason for it. Many people have already trashed black men as being the reason. I touched on that in the last section and I don't want to continue it here. What I think keeps black women single is that exterior toughness and independence that a lot of them have, probably because they were brought up by a single mother or a grandmother, never had a strong male role model, so they're now tough, independent, and not very romantic. They don't need a man, don't know how to be romantic, so the softness a guy is looking for is not there. It's like they got a chip on their shoulder with something to prove to the world. Another thing that I see a lot of is the black women new age psychobabble goddess ideology, all these black women coming on the scene saying I am the high and mighty goddess. You have to meet my standard. I am the beloved. I am a queen. You are here to serve me. Guys see this arrogance in a second and that's it, it's over. I saw this one guy in jail who they were letting make a speech on TV. He had been so out of touch with mainstream society for so long that he couldn't relate. He was using big words and deep, intellectual talk because he had the leisure time to think in jail while the average person on the street is constantly moving. This is what I think happens to a lot of these girls. They get so wrapped up in themselves and get brainwashed by these goddess gurus that they're out of touch with real human beings and real relationships. This is what happens when you get isolated from people. You start to assume that your thoughts are the center of the universe and you think everybody can relate. A guy just wants a soft friend. He doesn't want some strong, arrogant girls always checking up on his motives. The college-educated black girls are too tough. They should have been men. Many are consciously on that upwardly mobile track rather than just trying to live to enjoy their lives. They've been brainwashed to be successful to the point that they are walking zombies aspiring to capitalist excess at the expense of everything else. There's no warmth there. On a TV show about black dating, black girls hated black guys who went out with white girls because they thought they were betraying the race. A lot of black guys said they couldn't stand black girls because they were too mouthy, too in your face, too aggressive, not dainty and ladylike enough. Many black girls feel an inherent sense of ugliness because they've been brought up on white images all their lives, so they internalize this and don't think they're that beautiful in much the same way that a lot of Asian girls want westernized eyes. Perhaps they take out their frustrations by being overly assertive to demand their rights because they're trampled on by everyone as black women. As far as racial and gender status positions go, the black woman is at the bottom of the heap in that hierarchy. There are many single successful black women out there and a shortage of black men in general because black women outnumber black guys anyway, plus the fact that many are incarcerated, living gangster rap lives or work low-paying jobs which is beneath the status level of these college-educated black girls doing all right, but since there are no good black men around, they either stay single or go with white guys. Black women hate seeing successful black guys with white chicks because they feel they should be with these guys, but successful black guys generally prefer white chicks. Just look at who our minority celebrities are married to and you will see this has some truth to it. There is a scarcity of eligible black men for successful black females looking for black guys. Most black men don't go to college then end up in white-collar jobs. Perhaps the standards of professional black women are too high? In any case, many black professional women end up marrying white men while successful black men marry white women. It seems as though successful blacks of both genders marry outside of their race. Based on talk shows I've watched on TV, it appears that there are proportionately more college-educated black women working professional jobs than black men, and they complain that aren't enough good black men around, but their definition of a good black man may be a bit too materialistic and based on societal status, which a lot of minority people are guilty of. They get too caught up in status and money and even try to distance themselves from their minority group because they feel they're in a higher class now, which is why black and white guys alike generally don't like independent girls in general who think they're in a higher class of society because they went to college and now work a so-called professional job somewhere. It's not necessarily a color thing, it's an attitude thing. Men in general don't like girls with uppity attitudes, and a lot of girls get these attitudes because they think they're making it in a man's world, and because of that they're extra special and a bigger catch, but men just see the uppityness and turn off. Psychotherapist Julia A. Boyd, penguinputnam.com, has written several books directed mostly at African American women and love, like Embracing the Fire, Sisters Talk About Sex and Relationships. She talks about basically the same things white women talk about: how to attract men, how to be a lady as opposed to a hoe, whore, the battle of the sexes for respect and power, having fun, emotional baggage, too much fat, the dogs some guys are, heartbreak, and how marriages get dull. Epub is a single, attractive, available, and black guy or gal. She ends the book by saying, "I knew what I wanted, a loving sexual relationship. After all, I was my mother's daughter and I was more, I was my own woman as well," which kind of says it all about women in the modern era. It's all about her. They want love, but they want a certain freedom too, which a lot of men don't want in their women. So despite race or creed, the battle of sexes is the same everywhere. If a woman is too independent, most men feel as though she's lost her romanceability and softness, that she's a bitch. So if you want love, it's hard to find if you're too wrapped up in the mantle of capitalist ambition and success. It's not a judgment against women in the modern era, it's just the way it is. Men want softness, not some tough capable babe acting all independent and educated in an advanced way, which is the definition of the successful yuppie female in the modern era, which doesn't cut it for men regardless of skin color. A lot of black women brought up by single mothers don't know what it's like to see a man at the head of the family, as is the custom with two-parent families. All they see is a tough, independent mother doing everything, so they grow up to be like her. Then when guys come around looking for love, they see a tough broad and say, "Screw her, I'll find me someone a bit softer who needs me or at least acts like she does." Black women en masse say that black men don't know how to treat a sister, which is why they turn to white men. A lot of them say black men are players, they're just trying to play the black chick for sex and have no real permanent interest in her. Black men in general say black women are too loud, mouth, pushy. White women have their tact, know their place. It could be that black women have two strikes against them in a racist world: they're women, they're black, so to compensate for their double minority status in the world, they go overboard and become aggressive, domineering, tough itches. There aren't a lot of black women around with a sweet, ladylike demeanor. They got them suspicious attitudes, like they'll slap you twice if you so much as think of disrespecting them. You, as the guy, might be just trying to be playful and romantic, but they're so tight that they think you're playing them. Not all black girls are like this, just some of the college-educated, career track ones. They're more masculine than feminine. See week.com/pan1.html. heartandsoul.com. vanguardi.com. African American Genealogy. accessgenealogy.com. afrigeneas.com, African American and African Ancestor Genealogy. afrigeneas.org. ancestry.com/ahistory/default.aspx, African American Family History. archives.gov/genealogy/heritage/African-American. blackquest.com/link.htm. blackrefer.com/genealogy.html. CindysList.com/african.htm, DNAancestryproject.com, FamilyZarch.org, FamilyZarch.org, Genealinks.com/africanamerican.htm, Genealogy. Dead website, trythoughtco.com, verywell.com, thebalance.com/cs/africanamerican, genealogyforum.com, goafrican.com, iceflow.com/download/article/docs/linroar.html, Fayette County, Kentucky African American Family History Resources, in.gov/ICPR/2757.htm, African American Family History Resources, pbs.org/wnet/alive/resources.html, African American Lives, rootsweb.ancestry.com, Kwanzaa/African American Holiday. Kwanzaa is an African American celebration created in 1966 by Dr. Maulana Karenga. It happens during the Christmas season, December 26 to January 1, as a celebration of family, community, and culture. 123greetings.com/events/Kwanzaa, african.net/Kwanzaa.htm, africanamericans.com/Kwanzaa.htm, africanbookstore.net/Kwanzaa.asp, africanburialground.gov/abg_Kwanzaa.htm, christocentric.com/Kwanzaa, cnn.com/events/1996/Kwanzaa, deadwebsite.com/regional/countries/united_states/society_and_holidays_and_observances/Kwanzaa, en.wikipedia.org/wiki/Kwanzaa, foodnetwork.com/food/et_Kwanzaa/0,1972, Kwanzaa recipes, globalindex.com/Kwanzaa, cumc.edu/diversity/ethnic_religion/Kwanzaa.html, Kwanzaa-African-genius.blogspot.com, KwanzaaHoliday.com, KwanzaaAmuse.com, KwanzaaStore.com, mailonet.com/Kwanzaa/whatis.html, ncsu.edu/midlink/holidays/ligon.holiday/kwanzaa/kwan2.html, official KWANZAA website.org, quincynet.com/analyst/b3174-1.htm, Kwanzaa, African American Holiday. TheHolidaySpot.com/Kwanzaa/Kwanzaa_recipes.htm, tyke.com/celeb-kw.htm, undergroundnotes.com/Kwanzaa.htm, healthy hair for dark-skinned people, keys4kinky.com, abantu.com, africanamericanwigs.net, africanwonders.com, afrocare.com, afroworld.com, allurebeautysupply.com, americancosmetics.us/africanamericanskin, americanprohaircare.com, beauty.ivillage.com/hair, blackhair.com, blackhaircare.com, blackhairplanet.com, blacknews.com/pr/fabric101.html, brownskin.net/hairhealth.html, chapelbeauty.com, gff.com/fashion/black-hair.htm, debonysalon.com, esortment.com/lifestyle/hairstyles afri_sapd.htm, hair-energizer.com, home.mindspring.com/Hazelby, ethnic hair care, mypromhairstyles.com/African-American prom hairstyle, tylahs.com, African American hair salon, exoticallure.com/healthy_hair.html, wigwarehouse.com, A list of Black Christian websites at feedspot.com/news/black_Christian. BCNN1 African American. BlackChristianNews.com. BCNN1.com. Die Black Man. DieBlackman.com. Urban Faith Magazine. UrbanFaith.com. The Front Porch. TheFrontPorch.org. God and Me. GodNME.org. After the Altar Call. AfterTheAltarCall.com. Uniquely You. UniquelyU.online.